What's the deal, riders? Today we are at Aretha's Jazz Cafe, which is located downtown Detroit, for the Poetry Slam, in which I have the opportunity of being your special guest judge. This is a monthly competition hosted and curated by my guy Joel Green, who is a very pivotal, supportive, and important part of the creative, artistic, poetic community. If you are an artist and you have not heard about this competition, you get the opportunity to win $1K. So make sure you get with my guy Joel, get yourself a Hennessy margarita, some sliders, and enjoy the show just as I did.
Marvin is that he's been coming to the shows for a minute, and as a man, he came up to me and mentioned something to me that like had me thinking about my events. And I appreciate that, because as somebody that spends money at my shows, that's real shit. And I do this for y'all. So thank you for coming back, brother. Thank you for bringing the day. Thank you for being here. And he's one of our judges, right? Show one more time, Slug. Show some love for Mark. Show some love. Last but not least, because this is my dog. I love this young lady to die. We met in the line, the Shell Shock Tacos. I love me some AP. I didn't know how trill she fucking was until I was like, wait a minute, she's dope as fuck. She is a rapper, she's an esthetician, she is a healer, she is an event promoter. She does all these things so well. I love rocking with her, I love your music, I love how you got bars for real. You rep your shit well, you rep for the ladies so fucking well. So man, I'm like, damn, you step my shit up. Hey, but I feel good listening to your shit, because I ain't a bum ass dude. You know,
placed in an altar of an oven.
Come on.
And refined over real fire. Like 100 candles burning, until the fragrance of love fills the room like incense. The romance of...
Hi, my name is P, and I'm an addict. Funny, I never expected to hear myself say it. To be honest, I didn't really think I had a problem, infatuation, term fixation, but I guess that's what happens when you give into temptation like I did. Couldn't imagine addiction being my affliction. See, I forgot withdrawal and impatience were synonyms. I've been listening to R&B for the past 3 days straight, and it never once occurred to me to change the fucking station. See, you got me listening to songs like, why you so obsessed with me, obsessing over you, like, why couldn't you be what's best for me? The fuck even is space? According to Oxford, it's the position at which two or more objects are at a distance from one another, but what they got to do with us? Like we're not two spiritual beings having a human experience, objectified you too many times over. You say I get too possessive with my things, you no longer want to occupy the same space as me. But separation anxiety kills a lot faster than a dose over distance. See, I got this itch I can't scratch, and I need you. I've made rippy bits of good feelings, got all touchy-feely, clinging like fresh refrigerator magnets, having to have what needs and wants won't appease. But see, you got this dope-ass vibe, all this space has got me missing signals. And the further you drift, the more vividly I see your hands waving in the distance on purposely unintended interventions consisting of me making statements like, I don't know why I'm so into men dating, intimidated for all the wrong reasons.
Lord!
Standing 5 above 5 feet, subjected with cloud-minded, my antennas get crossed, background thoughts like beta waves. I get carried away on the maybes. So anxiously fixated on time not worth wasting, but don't call me a fiend because of what the lines in my head lead me to believe, because baby, the Nile is just a river in Egypt.
Too many hitters claim to be one-hitter quitters, but they suck on the follow-through. Hollow, cause they can't handle bars, they more like inner tubes. Backpedaling, waiting on someone to tell them they off the chain, cause they spit for the love of the fame. Me, I spit for the love of the game. Folks say Obasaki, but you punch like, I'm like, I don't. With or without a beat, I say what I want. That part been cool since I was a schoolboy. Dudes knew I was a rude boy who didn't need a reason to have MCs trapped in a lunch line getting served punchlines. Sir, I may be soft-spoken when chasing summer, but I go hard when it's crunch time. I'm in my top 5. Fire with these saliva demonstrations. I say I reside with no exaggeration somewhere in the center. Sealed inside of my abs is a soul eater, hitting vintage ether fueled by inner chakra flows. I'm nobody's clone. Talk no jutsu to knock you out of your J's, rock you out of your socks, shutting down a knot. I see rhythm in prose. Suppose I never needed scissors to cut between the lines, just knowing it's my time to kick it, that just hits different. A lot of dudes coming off the top of the noodle, like they the top ramen of rhyming. Me, I'm more of a top dog, spitting without flaws. This is lyrical martial arts.
Come on now.
You think my kung fu's good thus far? Just wait till you see King Kunta's last bar. Dr. Mayo, oh, you don't believe it? Then let me hip you on a black star who in 3 bars could son your kid to death. And I ain't gotta be the best. Just know when I spaz out that it's Tourette's, buddy, I got a syndrome to be Mr. Incredible with the ridas gifted from inside of my dome. Pinned, I'd win, I pin these palindromes. 313, the palindrome, known to me as my home. On my own, Motown, been my town since I was a little brown boy, playing with my toys in the front yard. Yeah. East to west, worst to best. Treat this city like
hey, get on it!
From here, came up here. Yeah. So if you could hear me tell the truth, but Joel already knew what I could do. That's why when I asked him, he responded like, "Ken or you? Sure you can, man. Hello, go Keith and go Kuda."
Blessed and black.
Blessed and black.
Amen.
That's the only way to go.
Exactly.
All right. So I was in the military, right? And in the military, people who don't drink are called like the sober buddies. Right? And right up to the time I was at E6, one of my mentees was like, "Petty, I said, Garbo, why you always the sober buddy?" And I told him, I was like, my father used to smirk at the sight of Smirnoff. But now he hides behind Heineken bottles, hoping if he mixes it with Red Bull, it will atone for his sins because Red Bull gives you wings.
Wow.
Wings from our father. But my father has always been a monster. You know, clawing his way out of a can full of addictive properties, but he will always be my father. And my father loves me. Like he loves his lime and his Corona, making me his mini-me, a brown and clear mixed drink of mixed emotions, because love depends on the drink. You see, liquor was like the Omnitrix. Allows the user to shapeshift and turn a father into 4 arms, capable of hitting you with bone breaks, heartaches, headaches, and heartbreaks at the same time, or a gentle giant who gives you the advice you never knew you needed. See, he's the center of attention. Not quite Beyonce, but it be all night when he drunk and love, and my father loves me. Taught me to be a man. He's the reason I never sag my pants, but also why I can't bring myself to wear a belt, because I remember when he told me to pick a belt. You know, a multiple choice question that I knew the answer to. I thought he would like the leather, because the crack of the impact always brought a symphony out of me. I never knew I could hit notes that high with a braided brown belt, whose whips raised my skin to spell his lessons in cursive, so I could admire the texture of his work, but it was never those. See, it was always my mother's with the rhinestones, because iron sharpens iron and jewels make gems, and his pressure was sure to make a diamond out of me, but his word was gospel. Like, I believe this was hurting him more than it was hurting me. I believe that I could take this better than my siblings could. I believe that my opinion was in fact disrespect. I believe that my father loves me. Wow. Especially when I'm quiet, when I find my place in the background, put the beer in the fridge and hid the liquor, clean the house spotless, fold the waistband of my pants and embrace.
I was about to get the whole crowd to chant "fuck you" at you with me, followed by informing you that is how you control the crowd, and to never interrupt my motherfucking set again. Want to know what I wish I did instead? Just end my set. Want me off stage? Bet. I don't want to perform anywhere I'm not wanted, because bitch, I'm wanted. FBI, top of the list. GTA, 5 stars. Hunter Hayes, 2011, wanted. I have absolutely no fucking problem stepping from a stage where I'm not valued. You must have forgot, felt bold, or not have been told, but I am the prize too. Surprise, fool. I'm fucking talented. Did my whole rap set with no vocal backtrack, and I had house. Are you even performing? Woo! Are you warming up your vocal cords for your chance to come and bless the stage, or did you pay to get in? Are you a spectator? Saw all the people in the crowd pull out their phone to follow me, so you turned into a big hater? Thought you could get faded and spit jaded with your very own dick hanging out of the side of your mouth like I wasn't gonna write this piece again? Fuck, I look like. There have already been 2 times in my life where I've bitten my tongue so hard that I've bitten directly through it. I even have a scar to prove it. I will not keep biting my tongue until it's left in tiny little pieces. I will not keep taking the high road if it means choosing silence any longer, for I will not keep receiving these scars just to placate anyone's ego. However, I will give you a piece of my mind. For free. That is, since you felt like you could try me.
Hey. Keep going for 36, yo. One time. Keep going for 36.
That flow was good. Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right, what y'all think, collective?
That flow was good, man. He had hangers.
We got
soul.
Can't feel it.
It
We
was
got
good.
So what would you get him out of
It was quick,
Okay.
quick and dirty. I give him a 9 like 7.
9.7. Okay, let's do that.
I gotta explain this real quick.
9.7. Because I feel the same.
Oh wait, hold on. He's explaining that what you got her.
We have a fill-in judge. Sister Renee, what's your name?
Keena.
Keena. Everybody show Keena some. Everybody say, hey, Keena.
Hey, King.
Gonna do your cat. She was fucking up some wings, by the way. I saw you, Keena.
Southern trees bearing straight edge fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree. If I could feel all my skin scars and shoulder pots with flowers, I'd be nothing short of a garden. Eden, even maybe, I often lose sight of beauty within frivolous pursuits. Cut myself open to water plants long dead. Ground up my soul essence as fertilizers. Poke holes along my epidermis so the sun can seep in. Black women's bodies are the most ancient sin. Incubators, the fertile soil of all humanity, epitome of power or love. I often ponder which I want, which honors my ancestors most, my grass green envy or my rose red lust. I find myself not knowing if I should be more like my sensitive gardenia mother or my father's killer daffodil. One can't stand the heat and the other slaughters. After all, life to him is survival of the fittest. Whose garden then would you say is the richest? My skin is covered with unpot and pit scars of remembrance. My body as metaphor of all the doors open by virtue of my admittance to being a role of feminine nature existing to be either observed or destroyed. But no, that can't be right. What flower even am I? Crossbred baby of my mother's ebony grandfather and his colonizer muse. Country spade daisy and God-attended nightshade. They gave birth to many babies and hated all the ones darker than a brown paper bag. But of course, I am midnight black dahlia. My flesh is embedded with seeds of white supremacy.
Science explains why your mother calls you by your brother's name. I want my mom to know I'm an individual separate from my brothers and sisters, but I'm learning. Moms call their children by different names for a good reason. A phenomenon occurs in the brain categorizing similar people together and sometimes just pulls the wrong name from the category, often a sibling, or a brother, or a husband, or cousin, or best friend, leading to an innocent slip-up, or as my mom likes to call it, mommy brain. This is not a cognitive phenomenon unassuming to others, but it occurs in the semantic network, often called, it occurs in the cognitive phenomenon, occurs in the mental semantic network. But it is not a sign of bad memory or a lack of love. It is just a common glitch in how the brain categorizes information about people in close social groupings. Funny enough, my grandmother was diagnosed with dementia at the age of 85. We caught her yelling at the television more times than she could remember when she lost a TV remote. Like she don't know yelling at the TV won't bring back my uncle. And so for the women in my family, 15 minutes has always been more than just a race against time. Lately, I've been comparing and contrasting the symptoms. I think my mother's got it too lately. My mom has trouble memorizing things like my name. She seemed to have forgotten it and retrieves theirs instead. Man, my mama crazy. Stay tripping. She she'd be like, Ronald, Nevaeh, Melody, Brianna, no, I mean shit, Daryl, nah, she mean my son. Get your ass in here. Get me calling you. And this is exactly where the story begins. When she gave birth to me, my mother said it felt like the pilot episode of her favorite TV show. Said I became the main character the day my flesh first connected to the fresh on air. Lights, camera, action. Said she knew it upon which my first moment out the womb caused the TV. The flicker tells me I'm the reason they start calling TVs plasmas. Said she could swear, she said the TV shed static electricity the moment they severed the umbilical cord, power cord. She said she saved it like an extension cord or a portable generator, like I came out her womb a fuse that a whiteout couldn't wait to rob her up. She said that she knew I'd be a genius, a star.
Says space, like it's an air I can breathe, like I haven't been suffocating on silence already.
Lord.
He says time, as if clocks heal wounds, as if the hours he steals from me are lessons he's learning instead of nights he's out chasing versions of himself that never choose me. He swears he's setting me free. But freedom shouldn't sound like a chain dragging across the floor. He doesn't leave me. He lingers. A shadow at my door, a hand at my throat, pulling me close just to push me away when it feels safe for him to do so. I wait, because love makes fools out of saints, and my excuses pile higher than the lies he whispers when he pulls me close.
Remove yourself.
Only to shove me away the second it suits him. He is gravity, drawing me back no matter how far I drift, knowing I'll orbit his chaos, knowing my heart bends for him even when it breaks under the weight. He admits it. He knows he's the worst. Wears it like a crown, but knowledge has never stopped him from cutting deeper, from asking me to stay chained while he runs free. And I want simple, I want together, I want us, even if us is cracked and jagged. But he only wants the comfort of knowing I'll still be here when the thrill fades, when his freedom feels empty, when his hands ache for someone who never left. I am tired of waiting, of bending, of bleeding for promises that never come true. And yet, when he calls, I come, because love is cruel, and he knows it, and I know it, and still, I stay. And so one morning, I wake up and I see a younger version of myself, and she looks disappointed as I start fumbling over my words, trying to explain this love with practice apologies. I see myself rehearsing sentences like, he tried, he wasn't always like this, love is complicated. And I realize I don't want embarrassment to coat my tongue as I try to justify what I'm choosing to stay in. I don't want to keep telling myself that endurance is devotion, that silence is safety, that staying is the same thing as love. I have been a hoarder of memories. Ticket stubs, late night confessions, the way
I read a book when I was 20 called Who's Afraid of a Large Black Man. I never fathomed all these years later that I would face the same fate. As y'all can see, I am not a large black man. So I became oblivious to the fact that my skin made others afraid. He reminded me of the beauty supply clerks growing up. Always following us around like we wanted to steal. Bitch, I just need a do-rag, some Murrays, and a brush. I truly wish I was making all of this up. He reminded me of that white lady walking to her car as we both exited the mall. I felt the fear from her body, so I decided to stall. Stood back like my car wasn't next to hers. It really took a lot to put this all in words. Little black boys don't get to be scared. We grow older, suppress our feelings, no one really cares. So I got some advice. 6 steps on how to survive being a black boy. 1, beware of smiling too much. You don't want people to think you soft. But also, don't act too tough, because you'll make others afraid. Like girls who say you don't open up, then clown you for opening up.
Wow.
Stay guarded.
Shit.
2, don't trust white people. But not all white people. Just be leery of white people. 3, when you're confronted by the cops, notice I said when, not if. Be sure to show your hands. Speak with no aggression and let them do their job. 4, when a confused girl says you have to be 6 feet, don't stretch yourself to measure up. Stand tall, but never try to measure up. 5,
If a store clerk follows you, act normal. Never give them a reason to call the cops.
Come on.
But if they do happen to, just repeat step 3. Now 6, this was key. Listen up. You must be a light sleeper. You won't get much rest. Even when you're exhausted, you don't get to rest. I can stand up here and talk till I'm out of breath. I just hope these 6 steps help you avoid an early death.
God damn it! Do that! Goddamn. Shit! I'm happy I'm not judging tonight. Shit!
Yo.
It is scientifically proven that screaming lowers our stress and lightens our mood. Our vocal cords designed to stretch like rubber bands can be used to release pain, excitement, frustration, even fear. It has been proven that our screams are sensitive on the ears. So on the count of 3, as crazy as it may seem, I want you all to scream. And don't stop until your lungs cease to sing. Don't stop until it's damn near impossible to breathe. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. How long do black and brown people have to scream for white people to stop experimenting on us? Answer, probably until enough white people have died from the complications. Question, how loud do we have to scream for the sound of our nose to register in our predators, physicians' ears? Answer, probably until our voices are finally stripped from the little brown boxes. If being black don't kill me, this damn doctor will. Question,
Lord.
How long until we are believed? Until our primary physicians make all concerns their first priority? How much blood do we have to shed for you to finally check if another black or brown body is left dead, waiting in the waiting room, waiting to meet the maker, not knowing the creator has the face of the doctor? And how could they know? Not saying we aren't thankful for the services, but the promise is to do no harm, and that part sounds way too familiar to the promises of protect, to serve at all costs, even when you don't believe that the woman is having a heart attack, even when the records don't show that she's hemorrhaging after pushing the baby out her body like that. Her body, even our bodies don't belong to us. Where the mind goes, the flesh follows. They've been erasing our spirit right in front of us, covering it up in medical terms and history books, drawing smiley faces on black graves and erasing the women that died, just to shape how a white man gets paid, burying brown and black bodies that were sacrificed for your perfect, pristine Peachtree family. Please spare us the crocodile tears, especially when we were used as bait for years. Question, will when our screams be the only thing they hear in the silence? Probably when our ancestors evaporate, when they finally ascend into the air and write the truths in the sky. Probably when they finally ask why. Why build your medicine on the hips of those that have only ever birthed demons? Why eat the flesh of the body you deem unhealthy? Why marinate our meat on your couches?
(1,826 days, 260 weeks, 60 months, 5 years, and my body remembers every single one of them. Thoughts arrive out of order. Relief flashes beside dread. Grief presses up against resolve. Hope argues even while losing ground. My body keeps toggling between stay and survive, between loyalty and oxygen, between who I've been and what I can still be. The room holds its breath before I do. Air stale with old decisions. Fluorescent light flattening everything it touches. Every sound feels too loud for what it's about to ask of me. I am already here. Already late. Already feeling the pressure of an answer forming somewhere deeper than language. The floor feels rehearsed, like it's held this moment before. Shoes scuff softly. Everything around me is busy being normal. I am surrounded by motion that does not care about the cost caving my chest in. I'm next in line. The clerk calls me up. She says, "How can I help you today?" I say, "Hello. My name is Devin. I'm here to rescind my forever, to revoke my vow, to reverse my covenant. I'm not here because I failed. I'm not here because I fell short. I'm here because my body stopped cooperating with denial, because devotion started charging rent in my lungs, because endurance learned how to survive by subtracting me, because staying meant calling slow disappearance holy and mistaking collapse for obedience. That would be $34.75. I freeze. 5 years rush me at once. Good mornings breaking through bad nights, laughter still warm while fear hasn't cooled, hope sprinting ahead of pain and tripping over it. Every high came with a countdown, every quiet moment learned to flinch. Joy never landed without checking for fallout. Love felt real, then fragile, then real again. A heart learning how to brace even while it reached the screen. Stares back like a...
Nigga, you owe your city back taxes and blood and broken homes, mismantled fathers, not being around enough. And I love y'all. I swear to God I do. I love all my hood niggas. But I am fucking tired. I'm tired of GoFundMe funerals, fish fry Fridays for niggas that was gangster until the bullets came faster than prayers did. I'm tired of hearing free Dre. Like Dre ain't robbed the bank. Like he ain't got a fucking baby on the way. Like his mama ain't got a bad heart condition. Y'all want to talk to me about loyalty. Fuck your boys. I work 40 hours a week with 30 co-workers who wouldn't notice if I died today. I'm on my last flat tire from losing it all. I'm on my last flat tire from losing it all. I ain't got the luxury of understanding what luxury is. So no, I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for your children. I don't feel bad for your legacy out of bad decisions every time you want to look in the mirror and blame the system. But y'all be screaming gang gang. You won't clap for yourself on a Tuesday. Won't clap for yourself on Thursday for walking away from dumb shit.
Thank you so much for making this so far a beautiful show. All right, y'all, this is the order. These are the poets that made it, and this is the order. If I did not call your name, God bless you, thank you, and come back. I want to see y'all. All right, guys, you gotta take one slam off, though. That's what we're talking about. You gotta take one slam off. So the one march. I'll see you in March. All right, here we go. First up, we got Eric Thompson Jr.
Yeah!
Second, we got Daniel Garwood. Make some noise to hear your favorite. Next up, we got Mike K, the messenger.
Yes.
Next up, we got Lante Speaks, number 4. Then we got number 5, P, the poet.
Let's go.
And number 6, we got Billy Shakes, y'all. Show some love to everybody. It's gonna be a tough one. Before I call these poets.
Now, if this event is your vibe, I highly suggest you grab your tickets to the next event. Make sure you're following Joel. Make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, and comment. Shout out to all of the artists. If you see anybody that you know, make sure you tag them. And shout out to the winner of this month's competition, Elante Speaks.